Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. We just started exploring last episode, post-battle, battle for the bridge, and now we're continuing exploration. Hey, look, flowers. Maybe those are flowers that I gave him. Why the heck would I have given Raphael flowers? No, that doesn't seem likely. Anyway, we just went up here, basically, and then also did some supports, which now we're done with, so we're going to continue on with the exploration as per usual. I think I still have not found a lost item since coming back here, so I suspect that part of the game is over, which I'm totally fine with. Not exactly the most compelling mechanic that the game has to offer. Bernadetta's being so sociable. She hasn't been in her room once. Nor have I found anything in any of these rooms for the longest time. I think I mentioned that the last time I explored, but...
I never do get used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint. I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I have no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. It's all a great deal of bother, but I will do my part, of course.
Of course. Although, I mean, you're still allowed to give the lost items, but presumably that's just so you can finish them off. I wonder who made the handmade hair clip. Maybe... I have no idea. Anyway, to answer Linhart's question, of course, I don't actually... There's no actual blood in this game, so that's how I'm able to deal with it. As usual, nothing going on the second floor dorms. Okay, Edelgard's got flowers. Look at that. Look at all these flowers. Yeah. Yeah, that's all me. That's all me. Probably. Maybe. Can't really tell. That. Yeah, it remains as useless as ever. Okay, back to the greenhouse. Hey, I didn't get any stat boosters. Lame. There was something that I learned about gardening in the last time or two. What was it? Something that surprised me. Oh, maybe it was the displaying flowers thing.
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color.
Quite.
I have gratitude for you, Professor. I hope that I will have fluency one day.
I still stand by what I said earlier. When by earlier, I mean much earlier. She should have an accent. I suppose they were probably trying not to have her be just like Athena and Gregor and whatever other characters might have had that characteristic, but like realistically, she should have an accent. It just doesn't really make sense that she doesn't.
Do you have time for a request?
Catch the big one. The big one! The fish seems skittish lately. It's said that every 5 years in the wake of a storm, a mystery fish appears and eats up all the other fish in the pond. They call it the big one. I thought that was just a legend, though. Okay. I'll try.
Hey! We can't actually join you on the battlefield, but rest assured that we're there in spirit. We're doing everything we can to support the army, so give it your all out there.
Why, thank you.
Hey there.
Gatekeeper!
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Deirdre is known as the aquatic capital. It's a beautiful town with streets that seem to float on the water and an impressive harbor. In times of peace, it would be a wonderful place for a holiday. Anyway, best of luck in the next battle.
I wonder if it's like Venice. Kinda sounds that way.
Unbelievable. I figured I'd have a look at how the kingdom is holding up while I was on the road. So I took a trip up north despite the cold. But the borders were closed on every road. I wasn't even able to get into the kingdom. Every crossing point was guarded by grim-looking armed soldiers. It was all very imposing.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure we'll kill all of them at some point.
Hey there.
Hey,
Got a favor to ask.
I want to start a collection that chronicles the history of Fodlan, but I'm having trouble getting my hands on anything significant. Honestly, it might be easier to excavate an artifact rather than trying to find one for sale. Okay. I'm assuming these merchants don't really change their wares. Certainly doesn't seem like it.
Come again.
Hello there.
Which means we can't buy, like, woot steel or whatever the other
Return soon,
special
please.
crafting materials that we need are. Which
Professor?
is not great. We should go this way first instead of going out and around to the side. I have a hard time pathing this part no matter what I do, though.
I thought I was ready for this. But it's not easy to fight against my old schoolmates. I was in the Golden Deer House, so I have a lot of memories with them. Really? It is? I wish that we could resolve this without violence. Then again, precisely because they're old friends, I wouldn't leave this to someone else. I have to assume responsibility.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
hello. Claude, eh? He always was sharp among his peers. Never let himself get caught up in conventions. He wasn't typical in Fodlan. Then there's Rhea and King Dimitri. I'd stay on their good sides, for different reasons.
I mean, I think at this point you do have a desire to kill Rhea. I don't know about Dimitri, though. I guess we'll go with this.
Yeah, well, if that's the only way forward, it can't be helped.
So, listen. The Gloucester and Ordelia houses have territory in the southern regions of the Alliance. Everyone knows they support the Empire,
Aha,
so they won't
you
get
do
in
have
the
a
way of
face.
our armies.
Vladislava.
5 years ago, during the attack on this place, you allowed me to join your side. Since then, I've risen through the ranks, and now I'm a general leading my own army. In this invasion of the Alliance, I've been entrusted with maintaining the supply lines and keeping the Goneril territories under control. That's why I won't be accompanying you to Deirdre. Please look after Lady Edelgard.
Sure thing. No problem.
Definitely.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Recently, pirates have been raiding coastal towns in the Sreng region. People say they're attacking innocent civilians and sinking merchant ships. Think you can do something about that? Probably. Weird that my reward would be to have battalions of the people that I defeated, but...
What of...
Professor, I think you should be made aware of a certain group working with the Imperial Army. They are the same lot that invented a technique to turn monsters into war assets. It's quite obvious their trick draws on the power of the Creststones, but there is something more to it than that. Some secret I have yet to decipher. I suppose I need to better understand what kind of people they are. Who are they? What do they want? For her part, Miss Edelgard is cooperating, yet does not hide her hostility towards them. I suspect we should prepare, in case the day should come when we must combat these strange people.
I think it's pretty likely that'll happen, yeah. Pretty likely. I should go out here. Wait a minute. Was this... Oh, I guess this was blocked off before. I just usually came out this door, I guess. I don't know why that looked different.
Hello. A hungry hero is no better than a well-fed soldier. Do you know that saying? No? That's because I just made it up. If you're hungry, you're never going to be at full strength. Keep your belly full and stay strong.
Yeah, eating's good. I can get behind it.
That reminds me. 5 years ago, most of the people involved with the church in the Empire moved to the Eastern Church in Alliance territory. I've been hearing rumors that the majority of those have now gone to the kingdom capital, Verdiad. The Eastern Church has no military force of its own, so they must be sensing that the Alliance is weak and fleeing.
I mean, also it's the Holy Kingdom, so it's kind of suggestive. Amiibo! Aha! What? That's weird.
Hey!
The Alliance troops were nothing to turn a nose up at. They were pretty strong, and brave, too. Our next target of attack is Deirdre, the Alliance base. Better stay sharp, even if we do have superior numbers.
Alright, I'll do that.
Hey! Hey!
Big brother always gets so fired up. Better keep an eye on him. Oh, sorry. I was just talking to myself. I hear you're heading out to Deirdre. Good luck with the battle.
Well, where are you going?
Remember the Death Knight who stabbed me 5 years ago? Of course you do. How could you forget? Well, it turns out he's a general in the Imperial Army. He leads the Western Front against the Kingdom. Once I knew he was at Garreg Mach, I stormed right up to him, told him who I was and what he did. And he offered me an apology. I'm talking about a sincere, heartfelt, solemn apology. What a letdown.
Huh.
What's going on with that guy anyway? Who is he under that mask?
Maybe he really is Yuritsa. We never did find out what happened to Yuritsa.
Lately, the Kingdom and the Knights of Seros haven't made any significant moves. I don't suppose they're going to stand by and watch while we attack Deirdre, though. That's why I've doubled our guard and instructed them to be extra vigilant. I will keep Garrigmok safe. It is my duty and responsibility.
Okay, well that answers that question.
Hello.
So, I suppose him being Yuritsa wouldn't actually tell us anything super interesting at this point, insofar as Yuritsa is kind of a mystery in his own right anyway. It's like, it's not like we know who Yuritsa is or what his deal is. So...
Professor?
I mean, it wouldn't be a totally useless piece of information, but it wouldn't be an incredible insight either. Just be like, oh, this guy who had a mask is also this other guy who also has a mask. Okay.
A moment, please.
Oh. Right. I have been wondering something. If I had not been your student, where would I be right now? Who would I be? Do you ever think about that sort of thing, Professor?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, so you do think about such questions. You can never find answers, though, right?
Well...
You cannot turn back time. So there is no way to go back and try a different path.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, game. I get it.
If you travel east from the Alliance and cross Fodlan's throat, you enter the land of Almyra. House Goneril's territory touches the eastern border of the Alliance. They also have Lord Holst, the most valiant warrior in the Alliance. Tasked with keeping watch over the Almyrans' movements, he rarely leaves Goneril territory.
Have I actually been over here yet? Yes. Probably was at some point. Oh. Yay, tea leaves.
Maybe Deirdre, the aquatic capital. I've heard it's a magnificent city, you know? If we're going, I wish it wasn't to wage war. It'd be more fun to visit with a cute girl on my arm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah? Maybe you and me? That'd be a good reason to survive the war.
I didn't mean me. Back off.
I'm happy when we win battles, and I'm always relieved when our friends make it back safe. On the other hand, it's hard to watch the enemy die. Even worse when it's someone you know. Perhaps it would have been better if I'd just stayed with the opera. You're right, Professor. I'll never regret the choices I've made.
Why would
Now
we go
you
that
just have
far?
to lead us to victory, so everyone else can let go of their regrets too.
I skipped the Blue Lions classroom, which obviously is going to have much of value in it.
Didn't they used to call Claude the Master Tactician? I want a nickname too. Maybe I'll get one if I can defeat him at Deirdre. I'll come up with a plan that'll beat his and earn a nickname for sure.
I'm glad you're focused on the important things, Caspar. But don't worry, I've given you multiple nicknames throughout this series. Well, at least one, anyway. But he's not an adjutant.
Right.
Let me in. Thank you.
Oh.
What are they saying? It sounds like they're saying love, but unless they're British, it doesn't really make a lot of sense for them to say love. Oh, there's a shining thing over here.
Hi there.
Wait. Wait, was that always like that? Oh, no, that's because it was a quest item. Okay, I was like, I didn't think those always showed up on the map, did they? I would have been so upset for it to have taken that long to learn that. Oh my gosh. People used to believe the goddess once fell here from the Blue Sea Star, but according to astronomical research, the light from that star takes millions of years to reach us. Huh. But Edelgard would like this one. I think I did get some renown, maybe?
Need something?
But not enough to do anything relevant.
See you again soon.
Man, it's like I got all this renown and then it slowed to a crawl. Right, well that's... I guess I didn't technically check. Up here... But nothing there. Alright, second floor, go.
I wish we could settle all of this before the fighting begins, don't you? I wish it dearly, but few others feel that way. They fight in a bloody battle, take countless lives, and then finally come to understand defeat. They refuse to admit when they're beaten, and they keep it up until they've been utterly defeated. Of course, I understand that sacrifice is inevitable. But if they're going to surrender after being defeated anyway, why raise a weapon in the first place?
Because they don't know they're gonna lose? Or don't think they're gonna lose? I mean, that seems obvious. It's not like you wouldn't do the same in their position. It's not like you won't do the same in their position when I do a Blue Lions playthrough or whatever.
Professor!
In order to defeat a formidable foe, you must first learn who they are. How much do you know about the Alliance? The Leicester Alliance unites the feudal lords of that region. It holds regular roundtable conferences where they vote on their policies. However, only the 5 great lords are permitted to vote. Duke Goneril, Count Gloucester, Count Ordelia, Margrave Edmund, and their leader, Duke Regan. Their titles were originally granted to them by the royal family of Farkas. About 300 years ago, the Alliance was still part of the Holy Kingdom of Farkas, you see.
I did know most of that.
So we've somehow managed to take the Great Bridge of Myrden. That means House Gloucester should now be ready to join the fold more formally. We've blown a major hole in Claude's plan to preserve the Alliance. We should press on to Deirdre before he has the opportunity to adjust his strategy. I have a request for you.
What? Okay.
I have a request for you.
Huh.
Well done, Professor. Thank you.
Some weird quests.
So we've somehow... That means we've blown a... We should press...
Wait, how do I give him this, the flowers? Okay, just find some flowers, give them to Hubert as a gift. So I should give him a gift. Is he just, like, messing with me? I don't know what the most beautiful flowers are. But I have the most of these, so we'll give him a pitcher plant.
I'll take it.
Okay, he didn't like that. Or maybe I have to go, like, get specific flowers. Well, no, hold on. I don't want to do that quite yet. Oh, I know. Wasn't there something about... Oh. Well, that's not helpful. Why would you want this? Oh, Jesus. No.
Really?
This isn't a... good that's not a good camera angle at all. I'm going on in here, except an owl for some reason. Alright. Well, now, let's go check out... Oh, hey. Apparently I finished a quest down here. I guess somebody wanted me to... Oh, that's right. I picked up that thing in the cathedral.
Hiya. Oh, good. Thanks.
Great.
Hello.
And to the greenhouse. What? Why is it out here? Why isn't it in the greenhouse? That's silly. I assume there's nothing up here. I'll go check it out. Okay, Hubert. Prepare to receive a flower.
Professor. So we've that means we've blown. We should press. I'll take it. Well done, Professor. Thank you.
Morpheus Magic Core. Oh, Morpheus, not Morpheus. That's the guy from the Matrix. They don't seem amazing, but maybe somebody wants them. Not Hubert. I guess by the time they get to level 5, they could be better than the Empire magic users, but they're probably basically the same. So, meh. Yeah, okay. So now we've got some points to spend. Did I do this thing already? I think I did this thing already. Well, you know what? I didn't. Not do this thing. So this is as much fun as it is to enter Petra every time. Let's enter Edelgard this time. Be fun. She'll blow them up for sure. I wonder if she can activate her crest in this. I don't see any reason why she wouldn't be able to. Petra doesn't have a crest, so she's never had the chance. Boy, that camera. It's like constantly pulling back behind the pillars. Not great. Not great.
For the fate of Fodlan.
Semifinals? Do the thing. Oh, well, she activated it that time.
Your death is not in vain.
I don't think that people are dying here. Hope not. Seem pretty unnecessary. It's actually pretty remarkable that she hasn't missed yet.
For the fate of Fodlan.
Hit rate's consistently around 75%. Alright, Silver Lance Plus. Who wants that? Ferdinand or Sylvain? He's got the Brave Lance, so let's give it to Sylvain. I don't think I have anybody else who can use Silver Lance who doesn't have one. Oh, Bernadetta. But she does have one. Come here. Huzzah. Okay. Onward. To Food Town. Oh. Sparkles. So we have... What's our support situation? Still plenty of people who haven't maxed our support with. So yeah, let's do Edelgard again, I guess. Let's keep doing that defense +1.
I never had a chance to cook in Enbar, so my skills are a bit undeveloped. This would go a lot quicker if I could just use an axe or a sword. Of course.
Alright, what do we got going on here? No special event. Everyone is happy because we didn't do any teaching. So I need to worry about that. So we should just worry about supports. Byleth. Let's see. Hubert, Caspar, Petra, Felix, Anuela, Shamir. Caspar, okay. I don't have max support with Caspar. Who doesn't with Shamir? Alright. We'll do those two. Caspar and Shamir.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
Okay, so do we want to do choir practice? Oh, I got support. Oh, hey, you can... Now we can see the people hanging out, though you can't see all of them. So yeah, do we want to work on faith? Not really. Is there anybody else who does? Particularly close to a level. Again, not particularly. So let's just do training in reason magic, starting with Hanneman.
Professor, there is for her.
Who else is gonna do that? Dorothea? Hubert? Probably just the two of them.
So that means we've blown a. We should press.
Sport's ready, but I'm gonna do the training with Dorothea first. Where she is? Oh, she's right there.
Now you just have to lead us to victory.
Oh, weird that she can only train reason.
Right.
Professor.
Thanks for your help out there. Battles tend to go smoother with you around. I think you did most of the heavy lifting. It may be unwise to think this way on the battlefield, but I feel I can trust your commands without question. Not sure. I might have an idea, but never mind. I've also noticed that you've been putting me in more precarious situations lately. Almost like you know I won't question your orders. Huh. I'm glad you trust me to get the job done, but still, I knew you were doing it on purpose. You're in a very important position now that you're leader of the Imperial Army. Funny to think you used to just teach at the Officers' Academy. Your old students still call you Professor.
Of course they do. They don't know my name.
Commander of an army.
It is kind of endearing.
You'll always be their professor, huh? You sure are an interesting one.
Also, you called me
My people
Professor.
lost the war, and I was left to wander Fodlan alone. But I guess meeting you was my prize.
Oh, God.
You look confused. Did you not know any of this? I was living in my homeland of Dagda up until the Imperial Army destroyed it 10 years ago. But being a mercenary, I have no real allegiance. That's why I'm working here now. Don't worry, though. I don't plan to turn on you.
I don't think you could take me if you did, anyway. Alright. So we've got 2 more points. And no one to train me in reason magic. So it's either train in other skills just for the hell of it, which doesn't seem super valuable. Try to train in authority if I can find someone who does that. Or I don't know, eating for supports, I guess. When everyone's happy, it seems kind of unnecessary. I'd rather do the training as long as everyone is happy. Who would do authority? Maybe Edelgard. Yeah, I'll bet Edelgard would do authority.
Professor, I wish they fought. They refuse, of course, but if they're going...
Nope. Just kidding. Huh. Oh, maybe Hubert does, but I already trained with him.
So that means we've blown. We should.
Maybe I can at least find out. Nope. Alright. Don't think any of them are gonna teach it.
Claude, it's just, oh well.
Sky here. He does. I can't wait.
Whatever path.
Caspar, Sylvain, they're not gonna take authority. Despite Caspar being a born leader, according to Hubert.
I want to meet. I'll come up.
Yeah.
Maybe Deirdre.
Ferdinand. Where'd you go? I could see Ferdinand teaching authority.
I have been. If I had. Do you ever think about that sort of thing, Professor? We cannot.
Hmm. Wait, what was the third thing that he taught?
I have been. If I do, you ever think about that sort of thing? We cannot.
Unless I'm blind, it wasn't authority, but yeah, axes. That's really random. Is that because he has a skill bonus in axes? It is. That is exactly why. Okay.
It's like this.
Okay, okay. So... No way Ignatz is gonna do that. So yeah, I think... Well, let's... Alright, let's just go fishing. Got a fishing quest, anyway. Strange fish shadow. Huh. Alright. Surprising that I caught that with the 2-star bait. I don't know if that's the quest fish or not. Oh. Speedfish. It's only like the second one of those that I've gotten. I wonder if you can buy them, though. Never thought to look into that.
You've done me a great service.
Yay! Oh, and I got another speedfish. Okay. Let's just check. See if the fish-selling merchant sells speedfish. Just I'm curious. He doesn't sell it.
Return soon, please.
Okay.
Hey, welcome.
And he doesn't sell fish. Maybe you can't buy fish. Maybe you can't.
Welcome.
Never mind.
Please come again.
Well, as long as I'm over here, I'm
What do
gonna
you
go ahead and
require?
do this.
Farewell.
Okay. So I think the only quests I have left are the two, yeah, like go fight stuff quests. So yeah, our options are once again learn stuff. We could do, I mean, we could do faith. I guess as long as we're, yeah, we might as well. Might as well. He's already got A. Who actually cares about this? It's like there's no way for me to pick both people who care about gaining faith levels and people who I don't have max support level with, but I guess that's okay. You can just do Dorothea and Manuela. Or Dorothea and Hubert. They haven't maxed their support with each other, maybe? Which they have not. Well, Dorothea and Manuel have support too, so let's just do that. Oh, today is the choir festival.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Law. Get it? Law.
Yay. Got a bunch of Professor XP. I guess that's good. Alright. What to do with the last point? Can I cook twice? I don't think I can cook twice. Yeah. Didn't think so. So, eating or training? Oh, hey. Might as well do this.
Professor Manuela, it's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories. You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been very curious. How did you end up enrolled at the academy anyway? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here.
Oh.
When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shines so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling as well. With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
And have you gotten what you were after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
There have been good people, definitely. But as for my future, we'll see. It's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
Interesting. I hadn't really thought about why Manuela left the opera company. Also, the entrance exams being easy, or sorry, being difficult, doesn't jive in my mind with Bernadetta's being here unless nobility gives you a pass. Not that Bernadetta's stupid or anything, I just have a hard time imagining her at that age having applied herself in the way that was necessary to pass the exam. But who knows? Alright, once again, what am I going to spend this last point on? Are we gonna do a bit more training or a bit more eating? I mean, who knows what supports I should bother to try to build. Alois, Ignatz. Let's do Ignatz and like Petra, maybe? Does Byleth have max support with Petra? No. Yeah, is that way? Because I can't pair Ignatz with Petra in battles, so. There you go.
I would be liking that greatly.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
Hey, got it. Oh, never mind. Well, that's good too. Alright. I think we're done here. I just want to check. Yeah, okay. So, next up is teaching. So, I'm going to stop here. And we'll resume with the teaching next episode. So, until then...